everyone, my name is the very handsome and Italian Larry Coleman.
Hello, and Iceberg. We are
Nobody.
only
You are
two.
nobody.
We are the two of the people who work on Sonic and Tales Stupid Stories, and we.
There is another buddy who's too busy snorting vodka or something.
And then we've got like several other people now. It's crazy. What has really grown too far. But what this is about is just explaining what you might not have gotten from Sonic and Tails Stupid Stories episode 1, and then I think next time we should do episode 2. But this series hopefully will go alongside all of the episodes. But yeah, I'm just gonna be asking questions since I mostly don't know the answer, but I do know the story behind it. So,
Alright.
what was the point behind Food Maker?
Well, that was back when I was 11 and Mason was 12, so like, I forgot what chef was throughout that entire year. Like, I never had to say it once. So, like, I didn't even know how to, like, say it. Like, I had it in my mind. I knew how to say it, but I just didn't. I don't know why.
Food
All
Maker.
that came out was Food Maker. Yes. Food Maker.
And yeah. Also, one thing that I do know is that episode 1 should take place in 2018, which is the year it was made.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the time that episode 2 takes place at is 2018. Episode 3 is 2019, and then episode 4 who will, like, I just don't know.
1986.
No, it doesn't go back that far. I feel like we should give it away though, especially the fact that it already does. Sonic's part goes back to 2017, and Tails' part goes back to 2009, which is like right before the Sonic games take place, I guess, since this is a brand new timeline we're making up.
Yeah. Yes.
2009 is also when Dr. Robotnik turns evil and decides to create the Death Egg for.
Wait, when was Robotnik ever nice?
He was nice before then. It's just something happened in 2009. Who knows?
He gained Ebola.
Correct. And then 2017, Pagachala turns evil for some reasons no one knows. But the theory is that it's because of his wife leaving him. So that could be a thing.
The heck? My Discord is messing up. I'm sorry, podcast, but I'm using an Android phone right now, so it might not be that good.
Yeah, I think that might be all we can give away. Just pay attention to the intro of the series and all that. And, yeah, what's the purpose of the voice in the elevator? Just no clip.
Well, basically, we were thinking about something, so we've been filming episode 1 like 6 times, and Mason was just about to give up, but I wasn't, so I just kept pushing him like a first grade bully, but basically, what we got to was basically, basically, it was just Well,
just a robot, like a GLaDOS sounding robot then?
well, the map broke like throughout the recording, and basically, well, it would like be the sixth time that we would record, and Mason was on the verge of tears, so like I just had to be like, just go through the elevator by wait, no, not teleporting, by no clipping.
Yeah, that makes total sense, actually. Yeah, because Mason told me that you just sort of did that. He never told me all that. I did not know that.
Well, yeah.
And,
But, anything else?
Who do you think was in charge of, like, who are all the managers of 7-Eleven?
Me and Mason.
John?
Wait, what?
Who were the
Oh,
managers?
I thought you meant...
Like, I know, but do you know?
So the managers of the 7-Eleven would be, well, Papa Gachala and,
one guy I just came up with the name of, but he appears in episode 4.
Well, we don't really have a
Billy
name
Bob.
for the other manager.
So there's three main managers. There's 3 main managers of the 7-Eleven. Billy Bob.
Actually, there's 2, but alright.
Billy Bob, who wants like a computer-aided manager until he finds someone else before he like dies. So he builds a brand new manager robot. It's only in prototype form, and you get to see that in episode 4. In episode 3, you get to see the actual manager robot being used, like the full version of it, and then Pavicella goes in to become manager, because the manager's robot's pure function is to find a brand new manager, perfect manager, and he did find one.
And he gave it a pocket put. Alright, next question.
I don't have any questions. We should probably just explain things that like are based around before and after.
I actually do have questions.
Okay. It only has to be about episodes 1, 2, 3, and possibly 4. It's not revealing too much.
Alright, well, I'll do the first 3.
Alright.
So, like, in the second episode, why, with your squeaky voice, did you say only one thing? You can't kill me!
Because I only had one... You know this story, actually. I only had one roll out of the entire thing. I was gonna have more rolls, but I wasn't online. You and Mason just did it throughout the entire night, and I had to go to bed early that night. So I only got to have one roll.
Oh.
And then episode 3 was about to be made.
Bro.
And then we were about to make episode 3 with more rolls, but then stuff happened, and then episode 3 got postponed for like years.
A year.
Well, true. But still.
Basically, Mason said,
Don't even talk about
made
it,
a
please.
video. Alright.
Let's just say Phantom Gamer 22 doesn't exist anymore.
But he became a new YouTuber.
And never uploads.
Shut the fuck. Never mind.
Yeah, how long is this? Only 10 minutes. Oh, wow.
Wait, that was 10 minutes? I thought it was 1.
I thought it was like 30 minutes.
Wait, the podcast or the episode?
The podcast.
Oh, are we still recording?
we're still recording the podcast. Any other questions, or are we just gonna explain the story without any too many spoilers? Like, make the story a little bit more digestible.
Well, I have a few more questions.
Okay.
So, like, I just realized I'm saying basically a lot. So basically, what, well, in part 3, so, why were none of the characters, like Shadow or them, or Amy given a voice, since my girlfriend, which was my friend back then, was there, and said she'd do the role of Amy. Then there was,
It was very early on, and only we were online. Like, you and me were online, and you were getting sick of recording at that time too. So I just recorded the next scene by myself, and then I somehow got Logan on to record.
I legit cannot remember anything about episode.
Okay, so
Like, the only thing.
Episode 3 starts off with me, you, and Larry, and then it continues on until like Mason just suddenly leaves the
Did you just
cast.
say me, you, and Larry? Like there was someone else here?
Mason, I meant.
Exactly, get it right, kid.
You ended up having to voice Tails a couple times. And then we had a flashback to Papa Coachella becoming.
I mean, I used to do
an
awesome
employee.
Tails voice. Like, I remember something that would make Mason laugh so much while he was being grounded, yet annoy my mom so much while she was sleeping, was a "Welcome to Tails Auto Shop," and I can't do it anymore because, well, puberty. But welcome to Tails' Auto Shop, where you can get digestive calculator pills. But I used to have like an awesome baby voice back then, and like,
Probably because you had one.
yeah, pretty much. It'd be cooler if you did. But alright, now let's explain stuff. First thing, the original plot of episode 3.
I was thinking we'd do episode 1, 2, and 3, just in the timeline.
Alright, well,
Like, and then possibly before that. So Dr. Robotnik turns evil because he was a government worker, but decided to quit and build the Death
back
Egg.
then we swore like a sailor.
I did.
Well, except Jake. Except Jake, he was a pure one in all of us. But the original plot was, well, basically, at the ending of episode 2, Papa Coachella died, well, supposedly died, at the place where he got, at Grove Street, where,
He did die. He did die.
Oh, he did die? I thought
Yeah.
that was, like, a thing. But,
He
he
died.
died by, red truck, his truck, that was turned white due to unknown reasons, and it
Cream being
squashed.
very creamy.
Don't ever say that again. But Cream's cream powers were creamier than the cream truck. Say that 7
Cream
times
is
a
a
very.
god. Cream's creamy
Cream is
powers
cream.
was too much for the cream truck.
Cream truck.
Cream truck. But
Also, whatever happened to
cream is a god
oh.
though.
The
He's
original
literally
plot of
God.
episode 3 started as Robotnik or Eggman. Basically, he was with his robot, which we use. Mason recorded a text-to-speech thing, and that had a lot more swears in it. And he called, and Eggman called the robot, word I cannot say today, but it was referring to, LGBTQ people, but, yeah. I wasn't, offensive in any of that, neither was Mason. He was just trying to make Eggman seem like a total dick, and, well, he did that. And, then a nuke flew down on Grove Street, killing everyone, except Robotnik and his,
I thought it was
robots.
an episode about the horn hogs.
Yeah, it was gonna be that. Also, yeah, the original name for the werehogs were horn hogs. Like, it took DNA from Sonic and zombies, put them together, and it created the horn hog. Also, I think Ricardo Milos was also supposed to be in the episode. Probably some of his DNA would be used in that too, if I'm being totally honest. But,
Yeah, because they constantly make babies, which is why they're called horn hogs. Right?
I mean, I'm horny for Ricardo too, if you know what I mean. Just.
But
Don't make a meme out of that. That's illegal. But,
make a meme out of it, please.
no. Yep. But, basically, what was supposed to happen was, Rouge, the Bat, was a roommate of Sonic and Tails. So was, well, Knuckles, but that was around the time when, well, the Uganda meme was starting to die, but he said he went to Africa.
See his brothers.
Yes.
And
Respect with the Queen. The Queen. But,
and the reason why Knuckles in the actual episode 3, he said I'll tell you in the next video. The guy who voiced it was supposed to make his own Sonic and Tails Stupid Stories episode explaining how Knuckles got there, and I still want to make it. It's just we need a voice for Knuckles if he's never gonna be in it.
Alright, and then, basically, one of Robotnik's robots, well, they left the stove on, and the stove caught fire throughout the house. We had an entire episode of fire in the house. Then Masons put explosive barrels in the house, and that was supposed to be the day the house exploded. And some of it caught on the Cream's house by mistake, but yeah, that was the episode. They were all supposed to be homeless and stuff, and they were gonna buy an apartment, which I sent you all that link to the Gary's Mod apartment, but y'all never downloaded it, y'all sons of bitches. But that was as far as we got into the episode, other than the thing we actually did leave in the episode was Mason getting shot and screaming. But, yeah.
That was recorded brand new, though.
Yeah. But, that was before, Mason got grounded, but, yeah, I'll not say the reasons, but, yeah.
Not even mention that he got grounded.
There was no information for how he got grounded. He went to Chernobyl and bought the entire factory just to make it more radioactive.
But now, episode 3 is transitioning to episode 4. I don't like episode 3 as much, but it's still a good transition from episode 2 to episode 4.
there was also supposed to be a scene where like a character walked out of the behind the door, then Tails just shoots him to hell. And well, actually, Tails would be like paraplegic at that point, but Sonic would shoot the hell out of the person behind the door, and like, I'm actually still trying to get Ricardo into the episode.
But yeah, if we okay, so I'm thinking that episode 5 should literally be that. Maybe.
Entirely about Ricardo.
No, not Ricardo. What you just said episode 2 was supposed to be.
Oh. Well, I mean, we could try and see if the footage is archived, but other than that...
No, we make new footage.
Alright, and no, things of Eggman calling the robot, F-word.
You mean F-A-G-G-O-T?
Yes.
Yeah, we can probably do that. Still, like...
I just got reminded of the campfire song because you spelled it out. Let's sing around a campfire and sing around a campfire song. The C-A-M-P-F-R-I-E-S-O-N-G song. But, yeah.
Yeah, we have plans for the entire series now, including what to do with episode 1 and 2.
Can I spoil one thing?
Trust me,
it's not gonna be.
Trust me, episode 4 will not make episodes 1 and 2 obsolete. Trust me. You'll want to watch the entire
Can I spoil
series.
one thing about the universe thing?
The universe thing? You mean the
With a
ancient
certain
civilization
anime?
that had fizz guns to
No! Basically, what it was we're thinking about adding JoJo characters in the future. Don't call us weebs or else I'll beat you to death, but don't sue me for that, YouTube. But, and I kinda do the best, Ora and Muda, but I can actually, say really anything they want me to, if they just, like, show me the English letters. Like, for instance, I could probably do something in the future, like, Maiwa Shinderu. But, yeah, anything next door?
But the ancient civilization thing, it is an actual
Jake, get the
idea
cock
that I
out
had
your
at one
mouth.
point, and I really want to actually implement it into another series where it's an ancient civilization that builds up more and more.
Julius Caesar 2.0. Don't ask any questions.
It's an ancient civilization that has like a bunch of technical advances leading up to Sonic and Tails' stupid stories. It all falls, and then it leads to Pagachala and Tails having the abilities that they do, and the person that rules over everyone is Cream the Rabbit, who also takes away all their memories of having these abilities, but sometimes they can remember that they have these abilities, which is the no clip and the fizz gun. So just for a feel on how episode 4 works, time can't change. This is gonna be the end of this, by the way. You cannot change time. Time does not change. If you go back in time and try to change something, it's only going to affect what happens in the present. Meaning
Also, potato
that-
bread is the
that-
best thing ever.
Meaning that everything that happens in episode 4 will not affect anything. This was all set before. It's all just gonna play out normally. Something will happen to keep everything in line to how you first saw it. Time cannot change. And that will be the end of the podcast.